यस्त्व आत्मरतिरेव स्यादात्मतृप्तश्च मानवः आत्मन्येव च संतुष्टस्तस्य कार्यं न विद्यते. Hello friends, this is the 17th shlok of the third chapter of Bhagavad Gita, and today we will understand this shlok in detail. So let's first go over its meaning. So the shlok says, Yastva Atma Ratireva, which means, but undoubtedly, one who enjoys the self, Syad Atma Triptascha Manava, which means, and is indeed a self-satisfied person, Atmanyevacha Santushtas, which means, and is satisfied in the self of course, Tasya Karyam na Vidyate, which means there is nothing for him to do. So, in the previous three shloks, Sri Krishna has described the cycle of Yajna, Karma, Brahma, and then Yajna. And in that description, he explained that a person who does not engage in this cycle is living a life which is not worth living. Now, in the next few shloks, Sri Krishna is going to describe how to basically make your life meaningful. And so, he starts explaining that by telling Arjun that a person who is satisfied in the self and who is enjoying the self, that person has nothing to do, or you can say that person has nothing left for him to do. So basically the idea is that a person who is self satisfied, he has attained everything, and therefore he does not need to do anything. So in our daily life, we find it very difficult to really sit idle and do nothing. We generally want to engage ourselves in something or the other, and if we have to sit idle for some time, then it becomes painful for us. Just imagine a situation where you have been locked inside a dark room and you have no other external senses to engage with. So basically, you have been isolated completely from the external senses. Now, if you were to think of such a situation, then of course it's a very, very frightening situation to be. So, why is it that this kind of a feeling makes us very frightful? The reality is that we are all so much attached to our ego that we are afraid of losing it. And so, when we are isolated from our senses, when we have to sit idle and we have no other external senses coming to us, then that process basically leads to the destruction of the ego, and therefore we get scared of it. The simple idea is that for I to exist, for my ego, for I to exist, there has to be something else from it. And because there is something else from it, then only I can have I. So if there is nothing else from me, then of course my I is also gone. So basically, if you do not have any external stimuli coming to you, then basically it shows the destruction of your ego. And so, because we don't want our ego to be destroyed, therefore we get scared of sitting idle. So, this is the reason why we find it painful to sit idle, because when we are sitting idle, then it reminds us of what we truly are, and that is basically emptiness. The truth is that we are all empty inside, and to fill this emptiness, we engage ourselves in some activity or the other. Now, the person who is really wise, he understands this and he knows that our true nature actually is emptiness. And so he accepts this and he becomes comfortable with it. When he becomes comfortable with it, then he does not really need any external stimulus to really engage him or to really make him happy. He is satisfied, he is happy, he is enjoying in his own self. Now, when that happens, then of course, this person does not really need anything externally. So, that person is satisfied. So, basically, when you become comfortable with your own self, when you are enjoying yourself, and when you are satisfied in yourself, then you have attained everything, because you do not really need anything from outside, and therefore whatever you need is already with you. And so in that sense, you have attained everything that is worth attaining. Once you have done that, then of course you don't have to do anything because you already have everything with you. And so the need for doing anything is completely gone for such a person. So that is why Shri Krishna is saying over here that a person who is satisfied in the self, who is enjoying the self, for him there is nothing now left to do. So I hope that I have explained this shlok well to you. With that, I will close this video. I will see you all in the next video. Take care.